2024 Toyota Highlander. Likes. 2 body styles. 2 hybrid powertrain options. Practical family hauler. Well equipped. 36 mpg or 34 mpg hybrid. Dislikes. 3 3-row SUV options. Grand Highlander upcharge. Small third row on base Highlander. Expensive top models. Buying tip. Pricing of the 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander and its smaller sibling will be announced later this summer. The 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander fills a small gap between the full-size Sequoia and smaller Highlander in Toyota's family of 3-row SUVs. What kind of car is the 2024 Toyota Highlander? What does it compare to? The 2024 Highlander projects as a 3-row SUV but comes with the interior roominess of a minivan, in standard Highlander form or larger Grand Highlander guise. The available hybrid powertrains offer a choice between greater efficiency and greater power, and give the Highlander an edge over 3-row rivals such as the Grand Cherokee L, Kia Telluride, Honda Pilot, Ford Explorer, and so many others. Is the 2024 Toyota Highlander a good SUV? It's hard to top the efficiency of either the 36 mpg Highlander Hybrid and the 34 mpg Grand Highlander Hybrid in the 3-row crossover SUV class. Only the Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid and Toyota Sienna minivans outrun it in terms of efficiency. We'll hold off on a TCC rating until we test the new Grand Highlander later this year. Read more about how we rate cars. What's new for the 2024 Toyota Highlander? The big news for the 2024 Highlander is the arrival of the larger 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander. That serves as the basis for this preview until Toyota announces changes to the regular Highlander. Specs weren't announced at press time, but the Grand Highlander promises to be larger, roomier, with a third row that can fit adults, and a larger cargo area. It doesn't appear to have the same packaging compromises in the cramped third row as in the redesigned Toyota Sequoia, a full-size SUV with a body-on-frame platform and a standard hybrid powertrain. The Grand Highlander splits the difference between the Sequoia and the Highlander, as well as the Sienna minivan. Unlike the Highlander and the Sienna, the Grand Highlander smooths out the styling bulge that swells from the rockers over the rear fenders. A broad lower grille flanked by LED fog lights on all but the base XLE sits under the badge for a vertical face that doesn't try to be truck-like. The greenhouse stretches uninterrupted to the back like the Highlander, no floating roofs or quirky quarter windows back there. Overall, the sheet metal graces a more sophisticated and less busy design, more like the Toyota Venza than the Highlander. Inside, the upscale intentions implied by the Grand name continue, with a standard 12.3-inch touchscreen dominating the dash, but underscored by real climate knobs. Accent stitching pops on available leather trims, but the dash and console are optimized for storage space and other practicalities. A small gear shifter sits beside a row of 3 large cup holders and a wireless charger in the configurable console, while drive mode buttons are pushed back near the deep storage bucket below the center armrests. A recess above the glove box gives the passenger a spot to stow their phone and accoutrements. 8 seats come standard in both Highlanders with a third-row bench, but captain's chairs in the second row for a 7-seat configuration likely will be a popular choice for the Grand Highlander. Toyota boasts 7 USB ports and 13 cup holders for larger water bottles in the Grand Highlander. Suitcases can fit behind the third row, and with the second and third rows folded flat, the Grand Highlander boasts 98 cubic feet of storage space compared to 84.3 cubic feet in the standard Highlander. The third row sits atop the battery pack in hybrid models. Grand Highlander power. The 2024 Grand Highlander can be had with one of 3 powertrains in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. 2 powertrains carry over from the standard Highlander, including the 2.4-liter Turbo 4 introduced as standard in the Highlander last year in place of a V6 option. It makes 265 HP and 309 lb-ft of torque in the standard Highlander, and will assume the Grand Highlander uses the same 8-speed automatic transmission, but Toyota didn't provide specs. Toyota applies the Highlander hybrid powertrain to the Grand Highlander as well, with a 243 HP combined output from a 2.5-liter inline-4, a nickel-metal hydride battery pack, and a front electric motor in front-wheel drive models. In the Highlander, that's good for 36 mpg combined. In the Grand Highlander, Toyota estimates 34 mpg combined. All-wheel drive models add a second motor at the rear that handles power to the rear axle without input from the engine. With this setup, the Highlander can tow 3,500 pounds. The towing capacity might provide insight as to why Toyota offers a third powertrain in the Grand Highlander. First introduced in the new Toyota Crown, the Hybrid Max powertrain teams the 2.4-liter Turbo 4 with a motor on either axle. Toyota didn't disclose the system output, but called it the most powerful Highlander iteration, and cited a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 6.3 seconds, as well as a towing capacity of 5,000 pounds. The Hybrid Max comes standard with all-wheel drive, and all AWD versions of the Grand Highlander add 3 drive modes to the regular Sport, Eco, and Normal settings, mud and sand, rock and dirt, and snow modes. Safety. Speed will not come at the cost of safety. Toyota equips its family vehicles with the latest suite of driver assist technology and new sensors that detect more objects at intersections and static obstacles such as guardrails, Toyota said. Standard safety features include automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, active lane control, adaptive cruise control, automatic high beams, and all but the base L come with blind spot monitors. A perennial top safety pick and winner from the IIHS with 5-star ratings from the NHTSA, the Highlander and Grand Highlander should once again ace crash tests once they are completed for the new year and new model. How much does the 2024 Toyota Highlander cost? Pricing will be announced closer to the summer sale date, but expected to cost more than the $37,635 tag on the 2023 Highlander L. The new 2024 Grand Highlander will be sold in XLE, Limited, and Platinum grades, with an expected starting price of about $45,000. The Grand Highlander leans into the premium territory occupied by Lexus, with standard features such as a 12.3-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a wireless phone charger, synthetic leather upholstery, power front seats that are heated, at least 6 USB ports, a power tailgate, and it rolls on 18-inch alloy wheels. The Grand Highlander Limited upgrades to 20-inch alloys, power fold side mirrors, and the full LED treatment. Inside, the heated and cooled front seats are covered in synthetic leather upholstery, the second row captain's chairs are heated, and it has a heated steering wheel. Toyota showcases its 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, and the infotainment system comes with 11-speaker JBL audio. The top Platinum trim adds cooling to the second row seats, and it has a panoramic sunroof and a head-up display. Where is the 2024 Toyota Highlander made? Both Highlanders are made in Princeton, Indiana, alongside the larger Sequoia full-size SUV and the Sienna minivan.